Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. Here to do your weekly intuitive and astrological reading for Monday, January 25th through Sunday, January 31st, 2021. For this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Yin Yang Oracle deck by Stellara for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. So I can't even believe that we're already nearing the end of this first month of 2021. It didn't seem like that long ago that we were ending 2020 and looking forward to this new year of energy. So it's going by very quickly already. So let's take a look at your stones of choice for this week's weekly reading. Your first stone of choice is labradorite. Now, labradorite is a beautiful gray stone, and depending on how it reflects the light, you can see either blue and or green kind of reflective light in this particular stone. Labradorite is a stone of transformation. It helps to promote psychic abilities. It helps to strengthen our willpower. It stimulates the imagination. It's a great healing stone. And it has the energies of Uranus into it, which I thought was fitting because we have some Uranus things going on this week. We have for a couple of weeks. Uranus recently went back to direct motion, and then it's been being connected to by other planets, like Mars connected with it last week. This week, the sun is connecting with Uranus, so I just thought with that higher dimensional energy of that Uranus, which is known as the Great Awakener, this was a great time to bring it up as far as connecting with this labradorite stone. Your second stone of choice is this beautiful piece of lapis. So lapis is one of my favorites. I guess I have a lot of favorites. I think all three of the stones of choice this week are my favorites. And lapis stimulates the throat chakra, the ear chakras, and the third eye chakra. So that throat chakra for speaking our truth with authenticity, the ear chakras for assisting us with clairaudience or clear hearing, the third eye chakra assisting us with clairvoyance and clear vision. Overall, again, this is a stone that helps to bring clarity of our inner truth. It's a stone of wisdom, and it helps to connect us with the spiritual realms. Of course, the lapis was a stone that the ancient, especially the ancient Egyptians, really used a lot with that third eye kind of priestess power energy. And then the last stone of choice is beautiful selenite. So selenite is a beautiful, etheric, soft, nurturing kind of stone that helps to connect us with the angelic realms. It opens up our crown chakra for universal messages or universal truth to be channeled through. It also helps us with mental clarity, and it helps us to clear self-limitation. And you can see that this particular selenite, it's so beautifully clear that, you can see my finger on the other side. That's how clear it is with this particular stone. That's why it's so great in regards to mental clarity as well as clear communication with those higher angelic realms. So again, your stones of choice for this week are the labradorite, the lapis, which is lapis lazuli, and the selenite. So let's talk about the astrological energies of this week. We start out on Tuesday, the 26th of January, with the sun, which is now in Aquarius, meaning we have now 4 planets in Aquarius, right? We have Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius. Both the second half of December 2020 went into that humanitarian sign of the water bearer. We have Mercury, which is the planet of our mind or the mental realm, that is also in Aquarius. The sun is in Aquarius. A lot of Aquarian energy here to start out the year of 2021. Now, the sun in Aquarius is in a connection with Uranus in Taurus. Now, this is a challenging connection. It's a square. And with the squares, it brings us stress and tension and challenge in our life in order for us to be pushed by the universe to move forward in some way or to make some change in some way. And Uranus is known as the Great Awakener anyway. Uranus is the revolutionary. He brings freedom, he brings change, he brings redirection. So with the sun connecting in the square or challenging aspect to Uranus, again, that key phrase of expect the unexpected comes out, because the sun is in the sign that Uranus naturally rules, right? Aquarius is what Uranus naturally rules. So it's going to be a little bit intensified here. Now, what is Aquarius? Independence, freedom, beating to the beat of your own drum, unexpected change or redirection, doing the unusual, being your own unique kind of individual person, being authentic. It's a little bit of a stubborn energy, it's a fixed sign, so that the sun in Aquarius can be stubborn with its ideas, stubborn with its vision, very fixed in how it sees things. And Uranus is in a fixed sign as well, Taurus, and Taurus is also fixed. So this is coming together to kind of clash with one another and bring some sort of aha moment, some sort of change, some sort of redirection, some sort of freedom energies. We might be breaking free from a situation or circumstance. We might have more independence or want more independence or freedom within relationship matters on or around that day. This could also be about freeing ourselves from old perspectives, old ideas, kind of allowing ourselves to kind of open up to a wider or higher vision of what it is that we hold as far as our kind of collective or humanitarian perspective. Now on Thursday the 28th, it's a pretty busy day on Thursday, because we start out with Venus connecting with Pluto. Venus rules the divine feminine. She rules relationships and partnerships. She rules money, finances, and personal resources. She's in the sign of Capricorn right now as she connects with Pluto, who's also in Capricorn. And Pluto is that planet of death and rebirth, transformation and change, regeneration, transmutation, power, or power and control, or empowerment versus disempowerment. And so Venus coming together with Pluto, to me, is the empowerment of the divine feminine taking her power back, taking our power back within regards to financial circumstances, perhaps, because she rules personal resources. Maybe we're taking our power back in some sort of relationship, and it might be a business relationship, because both Venus and Pluto are in Capricorn, and Capricorn rules our career path. And so this might be more of a authoritative or business relationship where we're wanting to take back our power or empower ourselves. Now, this Venus-Pluto connection happens right before the full moon in Leo. So also on Thursday the 28th, stuttering there, Thursday the 28th, we have a full moon at 9 degrees of Leo. So it's going to be a powerful full moon, right? Full moons are always the intensity of the sensitivity, emotions, and intuitions of what that moon energy is all about. It's in Leo, which is the sign of personal power, confidence, leadership ability. So things are coming to a head in regards to our creative self-expression and our creative solar power, so to speak, because Leo rules that solar plexus chakra of personal power, confidence, courage, and leadership. And again, with Venus connecting with Pluto, which is a very empowering energy as well. And then right after the full moon on Thursday, we have the sun connecting with Jupiter, and they're both in that Aquarius energy, that sign of the humanitarian, that sign of the water bearer, which is here to kind of bestow blessings in a kind of a future-oriented way. And in other words, the sun is shining its light upon this, or through the lens of this Aquarius energy. And it's connecting with Jupiter, known as the Great Benefic, or the planet of great blessings. Jupiter's expanding this energy. So we have a lot of humanitarian, how can we help the collective? How can we bring in a sense of equality? How can we free the masses or free ourselves from anything that's limiting or holding us back? Now, since the sun is connecting with Jupiter on this day of the full moon, that means that this full moon in Leo is opposing Jupiter, right? And Jupiter, known as the great benefic, again, expands energies and it allows an energy of making something bigger or exaggerated. So definitely put out your creative efforts at this time with that Leo full moon, right? Own your power, take charge, be a leader, shine your light, have confidence. If you really kind of put your mindset towards those things which Leo rules, then Jupiter is going to expand that exponentially for you. And then on Saturday the 30th, almost the last day of the month, the day before, Mercury is turning to retrograde motion at 26 degrees of Aquarius. So Mercury's been in its shadow for a couple of weeks, and, you know, slowing down and being in its shadow before Mercury officially goes direct here on Saturday the 30th, we may already have been witnessing or experiencing some miscommunication or technology mishaps. Although I think that I almost feel like this is a little bit more mild overall than some of our past Mercury retrogrades, because I think Mercury, being a planet of the mind and the mental realm, being in this sign of Aquarius that rules to me the higher mental realm, higher ideas, higher vision, you know, and again, this grand and great and exaggerated big picture vision of how can we assist humanity, or what can we do, gathering together with groups of like-minded people, collaborating together, networking with other people. How can we assist the people on the planet? How can we assist the planet herself? How can we assist the collective in growing and evolving in a particular way? And of course, it's on a personal level too. And Mercury, again, being logical and analytical and mind-oriented, and being in Aquarius, which also, again, is pretty logical and objective, bringing in these new ideas and new visions as it's going retrograde from the 30th of January until February 20th. So about 21 days, 3 weeks that it'll be retrograde. It's going to retrograde all the way back to 11 degrees of Aquarius before turning back to direct motion. So this entire Mercury retrograde cycle is spent in that sign of the water bearer. It's in that sign of the humanitarian. So I think it bodes well. I think that Mercury fits well together with Aquarius, and I think it's going to allow us time to rework, revise things on a idea-oriented nature, humanitarian projects, technology. You know, if you're building a website, if you're working on content, or you're creating a vision with a group of like-minded people, coming together and networking with people. This, to me, is giving us the extra time that's needed while it's retrograde to kind of iron out those details, fine-tune those details, and really bring in this positive collaboration of higher energies, higher communications, higher vision, for the planet as well as for ourselves. So let's go ahead and take a look at the message from our angels and guides here from the Yin Yang Oracle. We had several cards just kind of falling out all over the place here, which is why we have 5 cards instead of 3. The first card, though, is, the North. I love this card. I love seeing this card. It's the North Node Cosmic Purpose. Now, the North Node is an astrological point in time and in space. It's mathematically calculated for the astrological chart. And what the North Node stands for is the future of where we're going, you know, in simplistic terms. This is the future of where we're going, what we're wanting to aspire towards, where our soul is supposed to be heading or accomplishing or creating, if you will. So here, this week starts out with creating our cosmic purpose, moving towards our cosmic purpose, being in alignment with our cosmic soul purpose. And you can see that this is a very universal thing. This woman's face is in the heavens, it's in the stars. And so, you know, with all this Aquarius energy too, Aquarius rules astrology, the stars. And so I feel like this time, as we start 2021, I mean, we are almost at the end of this first month already, but we're still fresh in 2021, and we're moving towards our soul's cosmic purpose. We're getting in touch with our soul's truth of who we really are, not just an ego in a human body, but we're, a beautiful, gifted, talented child of the stars, child of the universe, here with a purpose, a cosmic purpose. And that cosmic purpose is both personal but collective as well. So in other words, we usually come in with a dual purpose. We come in for our own healing, growth, and evolution on a personal level, but we come in with a more universal and cosmic purpose to assist in some way, shape, or form through our gifts, talents, and abilities, the world at large. And it doesn't have to be on this, humongous grand scale, but in sharing our gifts, in sharing our truth, in sharing who we are, and however that sharing occurs, it doesn't matter. But as we share ourselves, this is sharing our cosmic purpose with the whole of not just the earth and the collective, but even the whole of the universe. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next card here. The next card, two cards came out, so we'll look at the first of the two. And it says thoughts. And it says isolating at the bottom. And I want to look at what the second card is before I say too much about it. But we are dealing with, again, the mental realm with our thoughts here. And this person, looks like they're deep in contemplation. They're not in meditation, but they look deep in contemplation, like they're thoughtful, they're thinking, they're in their mind, they're trying to understand what their thoughts are, what their perceptions are. And, there might be a feeling of isolation here. There might be a feeling of being alone, or there might be a feeling that maybe that isolation piece is just that we need to take time alone to sort out our thoughts. That could definitely be too. That there's so much external activity going on that we're either consciously involving ourselves in, or just on a subconscious level because of what's happening on the collective of our planet, that we're just picking up empathically, because so many of us are empaths, right? And without knowing it, we're affected by what's going on the collective level around us in our own city, state, country, the world. So it might help us to kind of isolate ourselves, take some time alone to gather our thoughts, to be alone with our thoughts, to try to understand, again, going back to that first card, what is my cosmic purpose? Where do I want to go next? What do I want to do? What are my gifts? What am I here to share with the world? What do I want to experience? All of this is part of that North Node cosmic purpose. And so gathering your thoughts, being with your thoughts, trying to sort them out to understand and have more of a conscious awareness of what the next steps are on your path. But let's take a look at the next card that came out with it. Maybe we'll get more information here. Truth, expression. This feels very much like throat chakra energy, right? So the thoughts that we have as we gather our thoughts, then we're here to express them. We're here to express our thoughts, express our truth, right? Speaking with authenticity, but speaking with compassion, using that throat chakra. Even this person's face is kind of turquoise blue-green, like the throat chakra color, right? So this is really highlighting that throat chakra. I guess the thoughts too, it's like all the way from the crown chakra, maybe even the third eye, the ear chakras, and the throat chakra. It's those upper chakras where we're needing to gather what is our higher vision, what is our higher truth, what is our higher thoughts, and then to speak and express that truth out into the world. Don't be silent anymore, right? It doesn't mean to cause waves, it doesn't mean to cause arguments, but it does mean that you need to be authentic and express, whether it's verbally or in written form or just through a creative form of some type. A lot of you out there, like myself, for instance, create spiritual products, or maybe you're creating a new information that needs to be taught to the world. Maybe you're helping to create a new paradigm of energy. Whatever it is that you're creating, express that truth through whatever modality that you're able to. Okay, let's take a look at the next card here. The next card also came out as 2 cards. Ooh, we have healing the inner child. Healing the inner child. And it's interesting because this Leo full moon that we have, 9 degrees of Leo, Leo rules the inner child. Leo in the zodiac rules the 5th house, and the 5th house is about children. Now, if we don't have children or grandchildren of our own, the 5th house would often signify our own inner child. And this card especially talks about healing your inner child, connecting with your inner child through this full moon in Leo. Empower your inner child because of that Venus connecting with Pluto on the full moon, right? Venus and Pluto, empower yourselves, take back your power, find your power. Empower that little child within yourself, okay, and bring healing to her. Wherever she might have been disempowered, maybe it was by a parent, maybe it was by a teacher, maybe it was by a friend, you know, and some of us may feel that we have more inner child healing to do than others. It's, you know, definitely not a contest, but we all have stuff, right? We all have things that may have happened in our childhood, whether it be within our school or within our homes or wherever it might be, with, you know, with other children that we played with that maybe disempowered us or teased us or made fun of us. So healing of the inner child here is indicated, and it's a time to really, again, she looks thoughtful too, this woman here, just like that man with the thoughts in the previous card. She looks very thoughtful. She's really kind of connecting, right? She's going back and gathering her thoughts. She's going into her psyche, into her subconscious, to realize, to become aware of, to become conscious of what part of her inner child needs healing. Let's go ahead and take a look at the last card, and maybe we can get more information about the healing of the inner child here. Oh, I love it. We have freedom. Freedom, leap, Uranus, opportunities. Again, Uranus has been highlighted. Uranus turned back to direct motion recently. Mars connected with Uranus recently. The Sun connecting with Uranus. Jupiter last week connected with Uranus. So there's been a lot of Uranus energies at play the last 2.5 weeks or so. And Uranus is the planet of freedom. It's about taking a leap and into the freedom energies, breaking free of what holds you back, which is going to open the door to new opportunities. And it seems that freeing yourself from the wounds of the inner child, you know, bringing healing to that inner child is going to set you free and open the door to new opportunities. It's going to allow your spirit to soar. It's going to allow you to move to new heights. It's going to allow you to move towards that cosmic north node that we started this reading out with. Beautiful, wonderful reading. Love it. Let's go ahead and see what special message card you each have, depending on your stone of choice. Okay, so the people that chose the Labradorite. Special message for Labradorite people. The one on the bottom is calling my attention. Starkeeper. Starkeeper. It says, Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. Okay, so to me this is a message that you are definitely also from the stars. You have star brothers and sisters of the light that are assisting you. You might even have had a particular past life in the Egyptian time period. This figure on the card looks very Egyptian to me, and I do feel like a lot of us that were in that Egyptian period of time where Egypt was prominent with, you know, the kings and the priestesses and whatnot, I feel also is very strong for being connected to the star people. I feel like, you know, the pyramids of Egypt, for instance, I feel like we had assistance from our star brothers and sisters of the light in building those pyramids. And so you know, and there's a crystal here too, actually, a crystal here in front of the lower heart to solar plexus chakra area. We've got universal light streaming down from the heavens through the crown chakra up here. So there's definitely something here where we need to activate our chakras, especially activating the crown chakra and activating, I feel like, the solar plexus chakra. I feel like that crystal's a little bit lower over that solar plexus chakra. So we're activating our confidence, our courage, our willpower. We're activating our universal knowledge and wisdom and connection to God source energy universe to be a direct channel of light. And through that direct channel of light, I feel like we're connecting again with some of our universal star brothers and sisters of the light, our star family, bringing through encoded messages, allowing ourselves to be guided to the next step on our highest path, which I feel like it's not just about our individual path here at this point with this message. This is about the path of the collective. So I feel like a lot of you have a path here, a cosmic purpose that deals with assisting, again, in some way, shape, or form, the collective through your own creative gifts. Now, what you have to do now is open up that crown chakra and allow the creative inspiration to flow through you in some way, the messages to come to you in some way for this to start taking place. Seed the light by staying grounded. So you're here to seed the light. How do you seed the light? Is by being open to the light, right? You have to open up your crown chakra, be open to the light flowing through you, and then you ground the light into third dimensional reality. You seed the light in different places, different locations, with different groups of people. So you're here to kind of share that through your cosmic ancestors. Share that light with others. Okay. Those of you that chose the lapis, people that chose the lapis, special message for lapis. The one on the bottom, nope, this one they're saying. Okay, this is cracked open, and it says, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Surrender to the alchemy of life. What's alchemy? Alchemy is taking one substance or form and magically changing it into another form, sort of like the alchemist that would change lead into gold. But it's much more beyond, lead into gold, right? Take your lives as it is right now. Take yourselves as it is right now. And allow yourself to be cracked open like an egg to let out those wonderful, yummy, gooey, magical parts within you to be, again, shared with the world, right? It's like the universe is trying to open you up. So being cracked open to me is not a bad thing. Being cracked open means, okay, you have a lot of gifts, talents, abilities, information, knowledge, wisdom to share with the universe. So it's time to open yourself up. It's time to crack that outer human shell open to allow the spiritual essence of who you are inside out. Let it out. Don't fear it. Don't think that other people are going to fear it. You'll be attracted to, or the people that you need to connect with will be attracted to you. You'll be attracted to the people, places, things, situations that you need to be attracted to allow what's inside of you out. And at the same time, whoever needs to hear your message or share your dream or be involved with, whatever it is you're working on, they also will be magically attracted to you. Especially as you let out your true spirit, your true essence, your true magic and gifts. So allow yourselves, again, surrender to the alchemy of life. Surrender to the magic of life is another way to say that. And the rock bottom part, I just feel like, it's almost like some of you may be like, okay, I've lived this for so long, or I've had this pattern for so long. Enough is enough. I'm letting it go. I'm taking back my power. That power might be not just in a circumstance or situation, but it might be in a belief system way, where I'm taking back my power about this particular thought that I always have, or this particular belief system that I always have. It's like, no, I'm going to let that go. I surrender to that. I've kind of hit my max with that old third dimensional paradigm way of thinking. And now I'm going to surrender to the magic of life, and I'm going to open myself up to the beauty of who I am. I'm going to open myself up to share with the world my talents, my essence, and my dreams, and what I'm here to do, both personally and on a collective level. Okay, and then for those of you that chose the selenite, special message for the selenite people. Special message for the selenite people. Okay, this one, my finger keeps going back there. You're not alone. You're not alone. And it says isolation, physical connection, community. So you're definitely needing to find your tribe. You're definitely needing to connect with new people, new places, new things, network. Both in person if you can, or if that's not possible yet, then online. Maybe taking an online class or lecture. Maybe finding a Facebook group, a spiritual Facebook group, where there's a Facebook chat going on. Maybe it's, just connecting in some way, shape, or form with people all around the world from other spiritual groups by posting on their wall. Whatever, or go to, again, as much as you can, going to spiritual places, yoga places, metaphysical stores, see what's going on around you, see what's going on in your area. Maybe there's some online classes through these places in your surrounding area. If people can't do classes in person, maybe they're doing it online. But it's definitely time to meet with new people, new places, new things. And it doesn't mean the old people or old friends or the network of people that you have in your life. It doesn't mean that they need to go away, but it does seem like you're just feeling a little different, or you're feeling not connected, or again, just like the card says, you're not alone. Maybe you're feeling a little bit alone, like nobody understands you, nobody gets you, or this whole experience of 2020. Perhaps you're feeling that lack of connection lately, like I haven't been able to get with my friends or go on weekend getaways to meet new people or go to classes or whatever it might be. So you're feeling a little isolated, just like that middle card that we had in the other deck, in the Yin Yang Oracle deck, right? Feeling isolated. But physical connection and community, that's definitely something that you need. And I feel like as this image shows, this young woman here, and then we have kind of an upside down woman that has, to me, it looks like angel wings. Actually, this person looks like they have angel wings too. But I feel like also connect with your angels and guides, okay? And maybe star brothers and sisters of the light as well. Whoever you resonate to. And it can start there too. If you're feeling kind of cut off from or isolated from, connect with your angels and guides, connect with your higher self. In fact, this woman in this card, actually, this might be her connecting to her higher soul self, her angelic self. And maybe that's where it needs to start, right? We have to be our own best company. We have to love ourselves, support ourselves, respect ourselves. And then that domino effects out into the world so that we meet others and network with others and draw others to us that will love and support and respect us as well. So know that you're not alone. You're definitely not alone, right? You have those on the other side, maybe your loved ones that have passed over. You have your angels and guides. Call upon them, talk to them. I'm sure you have a friend or family member or pet or someone in your life that you can connect to. So start there and allow it to reverberate out. Allow yourself to take a chance, if you will, or take a risk, or do something outside the box to start connecting with people that hold similar values and belief systems as you, and start connecting with others so that you build that community, you build that spiritual family that maybe you're seeking. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into this weekly reading. Thank you so much for those of you that subscribe to my channel so that you can get future videos. Thank you for responding on my videos, commenting on my videos, sharing my videos, connecting with me on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, Pinterest. Thank you so much for checking out my new website as it's continually being updated and new products are being added each and every full moon. I'm doing a new batch of products and putting them up there. I thank you all so much for your love and support. And thank you for coming with me into this new year of 2021, this exciting new year of change and redirection. And I look forward to see how it all unfolds for all of us. And in the meantime, I send you lots of love and light. Until we meet again, many, many angel blessings.